It like went immediately back to red. It's like immediately dropping frames. No! It's like immediately having problems. It didn't fix it. I'm back, but it looks like it's still gonna have the same problem. But like it's not my internet. My internet says it's totally fine. Maybe it's throwing a fit that I've gone live so much. I'm going to have to ask my... It's not storming here, though. Like, it's not raining. It's not doing anything for me. I guess if somebody else... I don't know. Looking okay so far? Last time I learned that what some of the numbers on this software thing, I don't know, fingers crossed, I learned what some of the numbers on the screen means, and it says dropped frames, and like if it's dropping frames, that's what is causing the glitching for you guys. But like there's only so much that I can do about that. I'm like, don't leave. I need it to still play. I can't leave to pick up my daughter yet. Oh. Hey, Case. It's raining in Michigan. I'm like, seriously, like, why? Why are you messing up? Um, I'ma look it up. How's your stitching today, Case? I know this has something to do with a connection. That's what it keeps telling me. Hi, everybody. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I just want it to work, you know? I'm trying to drink this slow and steady. But I am drinking it. Like I'm halfway through. Look at that. Like by the time I finish that, I'll have energy. Or something like that. $11.61 stitches and finishing up the last piece. Oh, checking it twice. You're getting your row finish. You're like zooming through all your projects. Like you've definitely found the method that is working for you. I am feeling I don't know, like okay, I guess. Um you know, I still feel hurt. I still feel bouts of anger. I feel confused. But I'm allowing those to just be what they are and focusing on the things that I can focus on. Like trying to make sure that I'm eating things as I can. I'm not crying, so I think that's good right now. Like I'm kind of in that place where I don't feel as dark as that initial like darkness. However, when I'm not occupied like this on or doing anything that keeps me occupied, so like longer drives or even taking a shower, that was kind of rough. Like things that don't keep my thoughts busy, that's when I take this mental dive, an emotional dive. And so like as long as I'm live streaming, I'm great. No pressure, anybody. I really am not trying to like monopolize anybody's time. So I hope that you don't feel pressure to be here if you're trying to like, you know, watch floss tube videos or something. feel like it's been a long time since I worked on this project. Joyce, are you laughing at me? A 24-hour live stream. I am sleeping at night, but like the morning is like when I wake up, it was super rough this morning. Like I definitely was feeling depressed, did not want to get out of bed, but I knew that if I didn't get out of bed, then I would just continue to feel bad and it wouldn't be good. So that's why I was streaming at like 7:30 this morning. If it helps me to feel better. I think it helps me to help, it does help me to feel better. It also helps time to pass. So, too much quiet time is not good for your brain either. Too many thoughts start to happen. Yes. And right now, that too much quiet time is not, like, it doesn't take long to hit it. And I know it's just because things are really fresh. In that, as time passes, no, I'm not crying. I know that as time passes, that time will increase again. Hi, Carol. How are you? No sleep isn't good too. I know, I have to have sleep. I've been working so hard for the last few years to get better sleep. And I feel like I finally have made some progress. But it's tied in some my lack of my regular sleep isn't very good. Or not good enough. And like it's tied in trauma from when I was 18. Actually, it might be even less, like earlier than that. Definitely by the time I was 18, but there were some events earlier that affected it. But then what happened when I was 18 really was bad for my sleep. And so getting better sleep requires continued healing of it and feeling safe. And I'm trying to feel safety within myself, like be my own safe thing. However, my trauma was at the hands of another person. Well, multiple people, but when I was 18, it was at the hands of another person. And so it kind of takes another person to help me know that it's okay. And it's been hard to get that. You're just gathering the floss for this project. You started it today? This project? Like this one or the one that you're working on? You were at work, so you couldn't chat. That's okay. It's kind of strange because on the screen that I'm on, I can't see how many viewers are on, which is kind of okay. Oh wait, maybe stats gives that to me. Oh no, stats are giving me other things. Um, I'll have to play with that. It would be really cool if I could see how many people are on, just so that um, just so it helps with that feeling of like not being alone. Like as long as people are chatting, like I know who's here. But I think if I see that number, it would also help even if people were just lurking. Um, I just think that it would help like with that not feeling alone and not being alone and just chattering on. Oh, I don't feel any pressure in this at all. I like um it's kind of weird like n- now that I live stream more, um I talk about it a lot more with people. And like it's not a medium that works for other people. Like they wouldn't be able to like sit here and chatter on forever or whatever. I don't know, it's just never been difficult for me. Yay, you're doing the twisted sampler. Ah, yay. How funny that you're starting it today and I'm um actually working on it today. I love that. That's funny to me. 14, 11, somewhere in there. Okay. It's not like a number I totally need to know at all. I'm just kind of curious to know if it would make a difference in um, I'm just wondering if it makes a difference in what how I don't know, in just reading it. Joe, I hear that so much. And I don't think I realized that. Like I feel like we need the connection. Um, but it's kind of it blows my mind anytime somebody is telling me that they're watching the replays just even though they can't comment or they don't want to comment and are just here and lurking, like they still feel like somebody's here, and that's okay. Like that's great because somebody is here. I'm here. I'm here for you, and I'm here for me, and you guys are here for you and for me, and like it's beautiful. This community is really amazing. Like it's all about building each other up and supporting when you need it, and it's incredible. There really aren't that many communities that are like this. There's like a little hair tickling my. Yay, Case! Congratulations! You finished your row! And I bet it looks so good. Because I've seen the rest of it and it looks so good. Are you going to move on to another piece now? Or start the next row? That's true. It all the UK it would it's very late for them. It is so beautiful, Joe. It really is. You don't want to go, but you should be sleeping. Hey, you do what you need to do. You're stitching. Thank you, Tracy. I feel like once I get a topic, I can just, like, what's in my thoughts? My daughter asked me earlier today, or she was noticing that I was like narrating my life, which I do all the time. She already knows that I do this all the time. Um, like sometimes I just kind of narrate everything. But I was doing that with a car that was passing and we were crossing a parking lot. And um, and it's not like the person in the car could hear me, but I was like, she was like, "Oh, you can go," and I was like, "No, you can go because I'm gonna go behind you." And Kaylin's like, "She can't hear you. Like you're just narrating yourself." Like, yes, I am. She said, "I wonder if you remember what you're doing better when you narrate." And that kind of like blew my mind a little bit. Like maybe that's why I started doing it, because I needed to like know what I'm doing and not forget. You have no one in real life to stitch with. Neither do I. I keep asking my daughter to stitch with me and she says no. She can stitch. She stitches very lovely. Check my messages. Okay. You should have just made it. Well, now that you helped him, maybe it'll go easier for him next time he makes chili, right? Ah, that bow case. Look at that. That looks so good. Oh man, that's gonna be so good. I love it. I think my one of my favorite parts is like earlier in the row where you have the big lights, like the tree lights, right? It's like all the way on the left side of the page. They look so good. I do have people that I could craft with, and sometimes I will host a craft night. But it's not a lot of people, and we can all have very busy schedules. So sometimes it's really hard to find a time when you're like, I can do it then. We can all do it then. Um, the organizer for the retreat that I attended in November and will attend again in March. Um, she asked me if I was a local stitcher, and because she was thinking of getting like some like doing monthly meetups, and I was like, I'll drive up for monthly, like never mind that it's 8 hours away. I'll drive up for that. That was a profound statement. Oh. It was just a thought. I think you're probably referring to, I think there's a delay from me to you guys and then back to me, um, which is fine. But I'm pretty sure, Joyce, that you're probably talking about me narrating my life. Is that what you're talking about? Now I can't think of what I said besides that. What could have been profound? I don't know. Hey, it went from red to yellow to green. Like, it came back. Whatever it was, my connection is better. You talk to people when oh, and then it goes back to red, and now yellow, and now green. So it's confused. I talk to people when driving too. I'm sure they think I'm crazy. I'm cool with that. Oh, we just look for connection all the time, right? Whether or not they can hear. Yes, okay. I told my daughter something that she had said, and I was like, man, she was wise. And Caitlin's like, oh, thank you. Like, she says some good things that really make you think sometimes and give you really good realizations. Here's something interesting. My mom always said while I was growing up that, like, I like to talk just to hear myself talk. Which is really offensive to a child, like, and to me as an adult. Like, I think about that and I'm like, and so learned, like, I learned to not talk as much. And now that I'm like trying to live me, I'm living Suki. I'm learning who Suki is and living Suki. I find that I talk more and I just kind of like let the words out. And I don't think it has anything to do with feeling like I need to hear myself. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to go with I'm extroverted and we're going to go with that. uh, you know, she is amazing. Um, but we also spend a lot of time together and have since her birth. Um, we bonded quickly because I didn't have medication when she was born, um, and I guess that wasn't the point of this wasn't why I did it, but she I put the words. I learned that not having any of the medications in your body can help you bond very quickly, and that's pretty much what happened with Kaylin and I. And then she's been homeschooled her entire life. Um, she and I have been together, like 7 days a week, every day of the year until, mm, well, a couple years ago. Like that was, it in the grand scheme of things, it's been pretty recently. Your father always told you to talk just to hear your head roar. Ooh, snaps, you're in Aruba. We were talking about traveling earlier today, and I really want to travel. Your mom did too. It made you feel bad. See, like, like I understand it in a way, like if you don't understand why somebody is talking a whole lot, but I don't know, like so weird. Hi Eniola. What is that thing you do with your bottom hand? Oh, I am literally I'm it's just this. I don't know. I'm sometimes I'm keeping track of where the thread is down there. Other times it's really just pulling the needle through. I don't know if that answers your question. Um, I don't really pay attention to how my stitches lay very well, but it does help prevent knots. I don't know, I don't think about it too much. Last night at chorale practice, another pianist um, like had a question. She's like, "I'm teaching piano, and one of my students asked me this pedaling question." And I was like, let me ask somebody who might know better. And so she asked me what I do, and I'm like, well, I think I do this, but let me play it and see. Because sometimes you just do something without really like thinking about it. It was you wanting her to listen to your thoughts, and she wanted you to be quiet. Probably. I I don't. And now I don't care for her to know my thoughts and what's going on in my life. So yeah. Yes, Deborah. This is specialty stitches. If you can see it, it's better if I hold it like this. Like you can see the difference between these and these. Joyce, exactly. Like it made me withdraw too. Like I stopped talking, especially to her. Like I stopped talking as much. I don't know, it made me really self-conscious and like I was wrong. Like what something's wrong with me. So like it's definitely a trauma response to feel like something is wrong with me, and it started in my childhood. Your son talks nonstop. Sometimes I think for me, I think it just helps me process to say it out loud. Um, like I'm a verbal processor, I guess, and I think that's just why I do that. Seeing the movement was cool. I that wasn't something I thought about when I put on the light pad. Like, oh, you can see this. Hi, what is my hand doing? I don't know. You were already a shy child, Joyce, so it made it worse for you, I bet. Imagine. Oops. I'm not even sure that I really needed somebody to listen to me all the time, because even now that's not the case. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I need that acknowledgement that I was heard. But I really do think that a lot of it was just that it connected better in my brain when I like said it out loud. Uh, so true, Deborah. We are all different. One, two, three, four. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I think doing this whole butterfly band, like today's only the 16th, like I feel like I could definitely finish it with how fast this part is going. Especially with 24 hours of cross stitch coming up. If I give this piece some time during 24 hours of cross stitch. Right. I think I counted to the right spot. Oh! That startled me. Come on, you can go in. It doesn't want to go in. You're okay. You're okay. There we go. I want to get the corner clamp for the Lowry stand because I think that like that's meant for Q-snaps. Yes, the band sampler is on my Whip Go. It's on there twice, so this is one out of 2 times. And my Whip Go goals are super easy. It's literally to stitch on it. Because I didn't want to pressure myself. Because once I set a goal, I want to meet that goal. And I may work far too hard on it to meet that. Cough, cough, Father Christmas. Thank you, Ball, for 1 a.m. time for bed. Yes. Have a good sleep. And I'm sure we'll see you around sometime. But I think what I'll do is once I know the Whip Go numbers, I will look at the pieces and give myself something to shoot for. And so my ink circle, not my ink circles. Long dog. My long dog sampler was the other whip goat call this month. And I finished what I said I wanted to do, and now on this one I want to do both colors so the butterfly is completely done. The corner angle, yes. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Snaps, because I really want to get one. This works okay, but they do slip, and the corner would avoid that. Your youngest talked all the time, and you can still talk about everything, even though he is grown. I feel like it is a special gift between us. Oh, that's good. That is good. The next 24 hours of cross stitch is this upcoming weekend. The 19th? No, 20th. 20th to the 22nd. This Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You recently bought one, but you haven't used it yet, Joyce? Have you tried Inherited Stitches? Have you tried the table clamp? Because that's the other thing I really want. I want the corner one and the table clamp. I love hearing reviews. Like, it's hard to try everything, and sometimes you just want to, like, when you're trying to evaluate, it helps to hear what other people have experienced. You're an introvert, but I'm not certain if the trauma I have survived when I was young, it turned me into one. I'm an only child, so I spent a lot of my time. Yeah. Yes, it works out. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I thought I was an introvert for a very long time. Partly because of some of my childhood trauma, but also because if you know what an HSP is, you'll understand this. But it stands for highly sensitive person, and it's referencing your nervous system sensitivity, not like feeling sensitive, although that's there too. It just means like your nervous system is highly tuned and sensitive. And managing that made me feel like I was an introvert. And so it kind of blew my mind a couple years back when I realized I think I'm an extrovert, not an introvert. And so since then I've kind of been figuring out how to be extroverted, but in an HSP way. You can't remember if you reviewed your Lowry table clamp on your channel. I have a bunch of people I'm subscribed to, but I like to watch videos from the beginning. So there's a lot of people I'm watching, but like from the beginning and not current. The butterfly is all full cross, but it's in 2 different colors. So this is one color, and then the second half will be in I don't know, probably a more red color. It was difficult to source the table lamp. It does not come with the part that clamps to your Q-snap. Well, that's... Oh... Like the, Okay. I see. So if I got the table clamp and a corner clamp, then I could use those two things together, right? Because I would get both. I never have done, I know I've pointed out that I have a Lowry stand on my channel, but I never did like just a specific video on it. You do the same, you want to know the stitcher first. Yes. I like seeing how people grow. Like, I love it. And so when I see from the beginning, like I can see their growth. I get to know them, and I just love it. Okay. And then once you have, okay, yes. I think I understand. You can buy a separate clamp for the table clamp. Well, since I want a corner clamp anyway, I feel like that would work out. And then one can stay on my floor stand and one can stay with the table clamp. You don't have the pattern, but you would like to stitch it one day. Good. They do have the full, like if you don't want to do specialty stitches, Carol, then they have the version that doesn't have the specialty stitches. It's just all full cross. Hi, Rainy. Lindy Stitch. I love Lindy Stitch. I haven't been to her site in forever, though. I didn't know that she sold things like that. Rainy, earlier today, we were talking about traveling and cruises. And then later, when I was telling my daughter that it would be really fun to go on a cruise with like friends, like I've never done anything like that before. Well, I've never gone on a cruise before, but I'm not used to like friend hanging out, like party kind of hanging out at all. And Kaylin was like, "You mean with your single friend?" And she meant like she was talking about you, not like your one friend, but like your friend who is single. It was just very funny how she said it. Has anyone stitched the long dog pattern, the Pilgrim? I have not. I only have one long dog so far, and it's not that one. She says Lowry products. I'll have to go look at that. Like I said, I haven't been to Lindy Stitch's site in a long time. You received your Lowry stand from Lindy Stitch and it shipped and arrived so quickly. Oh, good. I think I bought my Lowry from Charting Creations and it was pretty quick. You want to try all the specialty stitches. Okay, good. My one single friend. It works. Does it work on so many levels, Rainy? Like, you can't be my only single friend. It was just so funny. You're honored to be that friend. It just made me laugh so much. Oh, and it came with a free pattern. Nice. I've never been on a cruise and I really want to be on a cruise. Oh, absolutely, Michelle. I would absolutely look for the deals. Because those can get really expensive. And I know that there's a lot of deals out there. Oh, I remember your eBay purchase, Joyce. It was a great find for you. I think I would have trouble deciding what cruise I would want to go on though. So I need to go with somebody or multiple somebodies who give me where I need to go. Like somebody else needs to decide where I go. You were born on an island? Nice. I've been to Hawaii. Like that's my island I've been to. And I really want to try a cruise. One, two, three, four. The only cruise you'd go on would be in the Nordic Sea area. I don't know, I hear so many cool cruises. They should have a cross-stitch cruise. Huh. I like this idea, Deborah, and I wonder how much that would cost. They seem expensive, but if you look at the cost per night and keep in mind that food. Yes. Yes, when you think that like everything is included, I mean not like your off what are they called? Like your offshore stuff, your entertainment whatever, excursions. It, like your excursions you pay extra for and stuff, but yeah. Like I'm totally on board with a cruise. A cross-stitch cruise would be fantastic. I need to get rich, guys, and then I'll set up a cross-stitch cruise for us, okay? You want to go on an Alaskan cruise? The Intercontinental Alaskan Cruise? I want to do them all. I'm not sure that there's one I've heard about that I'd be like, nah, I'm not so interested in that. They are so good. My parents were talking to someone else on a cruise. He said 2 week cruise. He takes clothing in a bigger size for the second week because of all the food you can choose from. That cracks me up, Bex. But I kind of love that's a thing that he's totally comfortable with. You've seen a cruise that had cross stitch, or was it a floss tuber that was getting a group together to do that? Alaska is beautiful. Even when it's really cold and dark and all the snow, I will agree that it's beautiful. Sign you up. Oh my gosh. I think the hardest thing about setting up a cruise is that I don't know, you'd have to I guess everyone would have to fly into the port anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter where it is. You've been to Alaska and Hawaii. And a cross-stitch cruise would be longer than a retreat because it'd be longer than a weekend. Like, automatically, we would need like a full week at least. You flew to Brazil a long time ago. Long story, you went to Rio. Ah, I love it. Something weird happened with my thread. I'm not really sure what it is. Okay. Sorry if that blinded you. I forgot to turn it off. I feel like there would be at least one person whose project would end up in the ocean, and that person is you. Rainy. We can make sure that um that they have like a really long net for anybody to get that. Anyone that tells you they went on a cruise and didn't put on any weight at all is either lying or seasick the whole time. Sheila from the Sunshine Stitches mentioned something on a cruise. She's going to Alaska, and if you want to check her channel for info. Okay, I like it. You just deleted Pattern Keeper by mistake and reinstalled it and put it back up. No, snaps. Um, no, I'm sorry. There's no way to get that either. You have to like manually back it up. I know. When you lose, like you have to go. You gotta eat. Okay. Have a good, is it dinner? Whatever meal you're eating, have a good meal. You can avoid gaining by picking a large ship and walking it all day. But yeah, you swell from all the salt, so it's not me who doesn't gain. Ugh. Yeah. I'm loving these cruise hints. Like, I'm not sure that I would think of it beforehand. Even though I know that like there's a lot of food and you would get to eat all the things. I don't think that I would have thought specifically about that. I've heard of people who just do like back to back cruises. Like, that's just all they do. Like, they don't have a home base. They just go on cruises. Um, you have to export. Here, I can show you. Let me just park my needle here. Okay, so if you are out here and you hit your little like hamburger menu, your try thing, it says export progress right here. And when you hit that, it gives you this, and then you hit save and you choose where it is that you're going to save your progress. So I have like a file system set up that I can like save it directly into like this patterns folder. That's all you have to do. You know, really do with your travels, you hadn't. I mean, at least you backed up fairly recent. Like, it's still like a month's worth of stuff to do, but like some people have never backed up, and so if you were to lose that progress, I just backed up all my progress like a week ago, so it's kind of fresh in my mind. Good morning in Australia, Clara. You just got back from a cruise and you only put on 1K. I'm pretty proud. You took your stitching and didn't do anything even when you were quarantined with COVID? Ugh. Like, you gotta go on a cruise and you got quarantined. No, not fun. What cruise was it? Your parents wanted to do that, but then COVID hit and they changed their minds. COVID changed a lot of things. And some things have returned to the way it was, but... Okay, Joyce. Thanks for hanging out. I didn't make it through all my shake, guys. I made it this far. I'm not sure that I can finish it. My stomach's kind of done with it. Like, but I got a little more than halfway, so that's good. Still not adequate calories, but it's better. Maybe I can try the Cheerios. Cheerios, y'all. I got the giant size because it was the cheapest by far. It is exporting Pattern Keeper. It's very easy. You panicked one day on a cruise when it was formal night and your mom thought she wasn't going to get your dress to zip up. We'd only been on board a couple of days. Aw. They were only joking. Oh my goodness. That's awful of them to joke around with something like that. I have to open this bag. You were lucky. You were only positive on the last day. Oh, good. So you got to enjoy most of your cruise. Some people were quarantined for 5 days. Ugh. Yeah, Michelle, I'm totally with you. Like, that's a mean joke. From Brisbane to South Pacific Islands. Nice. Oops. There we go. We're gonna try some Cheerios, y'all. Yeah, backing up is very easy even if you have multiple projects to do. Okay, so here's a question for all you like cruise veterans. Um, do you spend enough time in your room to care whether you're like on an inner ship or like an outer, like with a balcony or whatever? Like, I've heard I've heard that the only reason something like that matters is if you're in the room a lot. I did consider getting crackers instead of Cheerios, but ultimately decided on Cheerios because they were lighter than crackers. I got Rice Krispies too. So I have Rice Krispies and Cheerios and the meal replacement shakes. That's what I got from the store. Crackers just feel like they're going to be too heavy right now, so I didn't get any. Although, I do have crackers. I just forgot that I had crackers. They do not sound appetizing. They do not sound like they would go over well. Like, this is definitely more than I've been able to eat, so we're taking it as a win. We are the lovesick girls. We are the lovesick girls. Seasick just before the captain's welcome cocktail party. Ouch. That's definitely a trend, Bex. You only spend enough time to sleep and shower. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, that's definitely good. Yes, Jess, I'm still on. There really is quite a delay happening, but there's nothing I can do about that. I don't know why. Oh, maybe I should count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've tried inside cabins, virtual. Oh, I didn't even know they had virtual balconies. Like I've never heard of those. And an outside cabin with a window. Definitely prefer the window. It's good to know those things. Um, like I like being connected to the outside, but on if I'm not, yeah. Oh, oyster crackers might be light enough. I like that idea. I got a lot stitched while you ate. Look at that. You're doing a balcony overlooking the boardwalk this upcoming cruise, but you're 100 fine. Hmm. So you're splurging for your 20th and getting an outside balcony. I guess it would be worth trying both. Am I sick? Oh, Deborah, let me catch you up. It's hard to know who doesn't know what's going on with me and who doesn't. I am not sick. I am experiencing extreme emotional stress, extreme enough to where it's affecting my body. Um, and I mean, more than my body, but food wise, it's my body. So no, I'm not sick in that sense. I'm just and it's also why I'm live streaming a lot is also because of the emotional stress, but it's to help deal with like my ment- mental state and my emotions. The food will just be what it is. Like at this time of day, I'm not crying at least, so there's that. It's nice to have a window, but you weren't in the room that much for it to really matter too much. I guess it might depend on who I'm on a cruise with. Like, Kaylin's dad would probably need would probably need some downtime in the room. And so he probably wouldn't care if there was a window, but it might help him feel better if there was a window. So that I can see maybe making a difference for sure. Like I turn off the light pad and my eyes like are adjusting to the light difference. Like I kind of forget how easy it is. You get used to it. It's looking so good. So this butterfly is like an upside down one and then right side up, and this is the start of another like upside down one, and then there'll be a right side up and a bit of the upside down one. If the kid naps, yeah. That's true, Michelle. You'll have to spend time in that case. You got up one night around 3 a.m. and looked out our window, and the stars are amazing. I love it. I can imagine so being out on the ocean. Like, your light pollution is like not at all there. Oh, let me mark off where I was. Okay. From here, 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 down, 3 over. 1, 2, 3 over. Thank you, Michelle. I'll see you around. Thanks for being here so much today. I appreciate you. On your first cruise, we went to the Canary Islands. We went up on deck one night and managed to see some meteorites. Or at least Dad and I did. Mom was looking the wrong way. Oh. Did you know that there were going to be meteorites? Or was it just like you happened to? Your oldest daughter has stress to the point of having physical problems. Her skin breaks out in rashes. Yeah. Yeah. Stress is, yeah. Mine mostly shows up as with sleep problems and like a gagging problem. That's my physical, my biggest physical. No, that's not true. I have brain problems because of stress too. Dun, 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 dun. Now I'm thinking that like a cruise should be like my next big vacation. Thank you, Rachel. Enjoy your audiobook. Thank you for the company. I should probably watch the time. 7:45. I probably have about 15 more minutes. And then I need to go pick up my daughter from dance. Oh, which reminds me, I needed to do something for her. Today's Monday. There we go. I think this feels like it stitches up so fast because I'm just working with one color. Like I don't have to think about it. I don't have to go searching for any color. And because it's done like in stripes like this, it's oops, I didn't go all the way over. It's not like I'm searching around for which symbol goes to which color. It's just very easily all right there. Sometimes the specialty stitches can take a really long time because like these, I don't know if you can see these middle ones, these round ones, it's like 12 stitches for one of them or something like that. And so it can just take time to put them all in there. And since they're so little, you have so many of them. Whereas this one, they're bigger, you stitch less of them. But they take up a lot of the time or space, if that made sense. You guys, you know what I just realized? I stitched this 1/1, but I'm stitching this 2/2. It's definitely noticeable in person. And the specialty stitches are 1/1. I wonder what I can do about that. That was what the cruise was advertised for. Well, I'm glad, Bex. I'm glad you were able to see them. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did that. Maybe I'll leave this 1/1 and then on the very end, I don't know. Or I'll take this out and redo it, but I don't. Y'all. Like, I don't want to rip this out. Like, and I don't necessarily want to rip this out either. So maybe I can just make the very end of it 1/1. But would I even remember that that's what I needed to do? When I go get your dad. You're gonna go get dinner and watch football. Okay, Tracy, it's a deal. Your next vacation is next month. You're going to Florida. You need sunshine. I don't blame you. I'm going to Ohio in March for a retreat. Pretty sure that's the next time I'm going anywhere. So it seems like there's like a 5-minute delay. That's what it feels like this is. That's okay. It'll just seem weird to anybody watching the replay, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. At least it doesn't seem to be glitching for you guys. Just a delay. You're saying, oh no, but I'm not entirely sure what it is because we have the delay. Maybe it's because of the delay? Oh, no, no. I know what it is. You guys are saying it because of the 1/1 versus 2 over, or the 1/2 versus 2 over. Yes. It looks good? Okay, good. Yes, that is what you guys are saying, oh no, to. It doesn't look bad. I know, like, in person, you can definitely tell that there's more fabric here showing. So I might just leave it. I don't know. Hi, Dominique. You're doing the specialty stitches 1/2 and the regular cross is 2/2. Okay, yeah, see my specialty is 1/2. And the regular crosses I had done 1/2 and now I'm doing them 2/2. Oh man. Like I can't believe I did that and I just realized it. I guess I can believe I did that. It mostly cracks me up that it took me this long to realize it. Just wait and see how it looks at the end. I might decide it's fine. It's true. Because this is like the very top corner and this thing is quite long. So I might be totally fine with it. Having like a 3 to 4 minute delay here, it's gonna make saying goodbye very interesting. Because I'll say it and then like 3 minutes later you'll see it. Oh no. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going nowhere ever now that you have this tub remodeled. Yes. I mean, it's a big expense that you're doing. You're going to New Jersey in July to see your in-laws and go to retreat there. Then Charlotte in October for another retreat. Charlotte's not far. I say that it's probably still like 3 to 5 hours from me. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna start another thread because I'll have to leave pretty soon. Well, sooner than finishing a thread would be. So, 246 stitches. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm saying goodbye, but I think I'm going to wait to see what other comments come in. That's weird. I'm also going to take a picture and post to Instagram. Oh, there we go. There we go. a neck. Got a crick in the neck. That's not exactly how the quote goes, but that's okay. Time to pose.